Yo, what's up guys? Alright, so for today's video, we're going to hop into another stage of the Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes event. This time it's stage 9. This time we actually do have a category mission here of 6 fused fighters. So we're going to have a full team of that category, so finally, one of these. I've been waiting to get a mission with like some categories. So we're going against stage 9, yeah, movie edition part 4. Let's take a look at the stage details, see what we're looking at here. So we have 3 battles in total. Battle 1 has 2 phases. Phase 1 is Beerus and Whis. You can stun. They get 50% attack for 3 turns with character's entry turn, and then 100% attack when HP is 40% or less. Other type super. Phase 2 is just Beerus. So he's got a whole lot of attack going on here. 30% attack on the 3rd turn with character's entry turn. 8% attack with each attack received at the 64. And 20% attack when they're in a Realm of Gods category character is present. Okay. And then he has a Ki Blast super there. Battle 2 is against Frieza. You can stun. Enemies attack minus 20% right there. Enemies defense minus 5% with each attack received. Okay, no more than 50, so up to a max of 50% minus defense debuff for us. That can kind of hurt. And then 20% attack when there's a Movie Heroes ally, not ally, Movie Heroes category character present. So yeah, he'll be stronger if we have like a Movie Hero. And he's got a Ki Blast super. Phase 2, Golden Frieza. Attack plus 50% when HP is 30% or less. Damage reduction rate minus 3% with each turn pass, no more than 30%. It's a little similar to like our own unit, the LR Golden Frieza. So it's kind of cool. They simulate a little bit. And then minus 7% attack with each attack received, no more than 20%. And other type super. Now battle number 3, they have 3 phases here. Alright, so phase 1 is just Broly. You can stun, gets 26% attack for 3 turns. And he gets minus 7% defense with each unarmed super attack received, no more than 40%. He has an unarmed super right there. Phase 2 gets 200% defense for 7 turns. Okay, 6% attack with each turn pass up to 26%, and 26% attack when there's a fused fighter category character present. Unarmed super. And then phase 3, damage reduction rate raised before receiving 10 attacks, and 6% attack with each attack received. So yeah, as he takes hits, he gets worse off defensively and better offensively. And here he actually has a territory skill. But from what I've been able to gather, I think there's only like 1 fused fighter character with domain. That's LR Tech Fusion Zamasu. I think that's the only character, but I'm not going to be using him. Hopefully we won't really need it. We'll see if like it's just tough to get past this guy, because his territory greatly increases his attack, which I'd assume that might be implying a 50% attack buff, because typically the term greatly is 50%. So he has 2 different types of super attacks here, Ki Blast and other types. So we'll see if I need to bring like LR Tech Fusion Zamasu just to cancel out the territory skill, because that's the whole thing is about domains, is that whenever you activate them, they cancel out territory skills. So anyway, the team I'm going to be bringing for this, it's this right here. It's not too different from like the team I've been using a lot lately. I like for my previous video I used Tech Vegito, that's 7th year LRs, and I used Beast, Broly, and then this Mr. Satan right there. So instead of Beast and Broly, I have the AGO Gogeta card as well as Tech SS3 Gotenks. So I think it's going to work out pretty well. The whole reason why I wasn't even using AGO Gogeta at the start is just the fact that like this Vegeta right here, okay, so he has guard and a whole lot of defense stats, but having no damage reduction makes me worry a little bit about if he'll be able to handle things. And then plus like the Goku, I don't think he's as good as the Tech Vegeta variation of like the Tech Vegito card, because that Vegeta, he has guard and 70% damage reduction while stacking defense, so that's really good. But this Goku, instead of damage reduction, he has a lot of dodge, so if you ever come across a situation where he fails the dodge, he could potentially get hurt pretty hard. But I mean, in some situations it might be better, some might be worse. Yeah, Tech Vegito we've used a lot lately. The 7th anniversary is used a lot lately. Other Gotenks, I have a lot of videos in the past using him. He is a very solid character. Do they have any end phases I have to worry about? Okay, yeah, phase 2. That's something we might have to look out for. He might still have like his I call it intro buff, but he doesn't really have an intro animation or anything. But where is it? It's, yeah, for the first 5 turns, he gets 22% damage reduction. So when there's another final trump card ally on the team, he's gonna be having 55% damage reduction total for the first 5 turns. And then if he does receive a Ki Blast Super, he gets guaranteed extra 44% damage reduction temporarily and counters with Ferocious Power, which Ferocious is a 4 times multiplier. So it's a Ki Blast Super. That Imp Broly, what is that? That's unarmed. Okay, so that's not really going to count there. But even with that in mind, when receiving a super attack, he has a 50% chance of 777% defense. I've gotten a lot of use out of this character. I've heard that apparently a lot of people use their 10th anniversary special Dragonstone to get this guy, and I could definitely understand why. Make a lot of sense. And then this Mr. Satan, he's not doing a whole lot in terms of attack or anything. He's only doing like 2-3 million attack stats, but he's very good support, and he's gonna have damage reduction for his first hit, and then 85% dodge for the next couple hits after that. So he is pretty good. I like him quite a bit. He has a funny active skill, not too useful, but it's a fun little animation. I doubt we'll ever really get it off. Activate when the character receives 5 or more attacks in battle, or after the character evades 5 or more attacks in battle. So we'll see. But I'm bringing. Wait, I don't think. Yeah, everyone's on Fused Fighters. I'm kind of wondering if I should bring a second Tech Vegito. Because I mean, I think having 2 of him might be a bit better for us. I was gonna go for a friend AGO Gogeta as well, because that's given a lot of the leader skills towards most of the characters. Because yeah, everyone's gonna be getting the 200 and HP and 170 for like the main categories, but as for the extra 50%, with Tech Vegito, it's not gonna be hitting everyone. It'll just be for Earthbird Fighters and Potara, which isn't everyone here, especially the 7th anniversary LRs. Should I bring AGO Gogeta as a friend, or a Tech Vegito? Huh. I guess I might just stick with an... man, it's tough. I might go with a Tech Vegito. That makes me feel a bit safer, honestly. Even if the leader skill isn't as good, I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference, because I mean, I've been using the Tech Vegito as mine and a friend the past couple videos, and things have been working out just fine, so we'll go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and just hop in like this. I think we have a couple phases that we can stun. That one, and that one, yeah. So that's where Mr. Satan can try to help us out here, because he does have a 50% stun chance. But anyway, let's hop in, see what we're looking at here. Alright, so versus Beerus and Whis first up. We're going to be having an intro here play from the LR Tech Gods. So good to see this still. Alright, awesome. I think we can go ahead and... let's see, what do I want to do? So we can't see what type of super attack, huh? No, not right here. I mean, we could see it earlier, but not on this screen right here. I'm not sure if I should float Gotenks or keep them on rotation. Huh. So, my AGO Angel Vegeta here has like 400k defense, at least start a turn. He does get a bit more when attacking, yeah, extra 100% defense, and plus he does raise defense a bit on his super attack effects. So, I think... Let's go ahead and keep AGO Gogeta on rotation here, right? Well, do we have a slot 1 for next turn? I mean, we're not gonna... Huh. I don't know, like, I'm not too sure about running LR Gotenks as slot 1. He can work, but in some of these much more difficult fights, it might not be the best idea, even with 55% damage reduction, tech neutral. Tough decisions to make. I guess we'll float off AGL Gogeta. Let's just try to get as many defense stacks as we can here with the gods right there. That could do right there. Then Gotenks, I want to try about... I want us to try to see about not... Okay, well, we're going to be getting max key regardless. I want to try to see about not blowing through this phase super fast. Oh well. We'll see what happens. Of course, the other gods are going to be fine. They might take a little bit. Guard and 77% damage reduction. What do they take here? Oh, yeah, 115k. That's manageable though. That's not too bad. But since we're keeping them on rotation, they're gonna be on turn 3, and they're not gonna be able to transform. So that's a turn for them where they're only gonna be having maybe around like 1 million defense and guard, which isn't like the best. So okay. Hitting some like 8 million attack sets and such, letting them stack up. And then Gotenks, since he's at max key, he's going to be doing pretty high numbers, but we didn't get him hit first, so it's not going to be as high, but not looking to rush through. Definitely not. Okay. Oh, look at them go. I haven't even been counting how many super... That must be their hidden potential one right here. I'll just take a guess. Yeah, okay, they're done right there. Alright, so Gotenks hits 20 million, and he's got guaranteed crit, guaranteed additional super. Yeah, he's such a very solid, dependable character. I like him quite a lot. He's probably going to age really well, even if, like, he has some weaknesses for sure. Yeah, of course, going to handle normal just fine there. He gets a lot of defense after he supers. Alright, so AGL Gogeta, well, this is Vegeta, but you get the point. It's the AGL Gogeta card. So it kind of does look like that we're probably going to be moving on to the next phase starting turn 3, which that might that might kind of suck. We'll have to see what we can do in terms of like slot 1 that turn. I mean, the one thing is though is that that physical Beerus does have a Ki Blast super, so maybe we could actually get away with LR Gotenks. All right. This time we'll do this, of course, because guard and 77% damage reduction. That's how the 7th anniversary LRs work. We'll get them some stacks right there. I like to keep mine on rotation because mine has less dupes. Maybe let them get some stacks in and stuff like that. And we're most likely going to be finishing off this turn. But, and of course another super attack right away. That's fine, whatever. But yeah, considering that physical Beerus is doing a Ki Blast super, oh wow, they take that a lot harder. What the heck? It might be because, well, no, we're getting a lot of... Are we getting a lot of defense support? Like Earthbird Fighters? Not Earthbird Fighters, Earth Protecting Hero, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know if they're on Earth Protecting Heroes, actually. The physical SS4s, because the Tech Gods are on it, but I don't know about them, so they weren't getting that defense support from the Tech Goku. But yeah, we might be able to get away with LR Tech Gotenks in slot 1 here, just because Beerus is doing a Ki Blast super, so even if he does a super, he's gonna be talent pretty good. So I mean, I could chance it and just put Mr. Satan there, but I mean, if he fails to dodge, then we might just end up dying, maybe. I mean, heck, honestly, I feel like this is our best bet. I feel like that'd be too many hits for Mr. Satan to deal with. Even if he has type advantage. Let's see, let's go for these physical orbs right here. But the physical is for them. I just want to double check. Are they on Earth protecting heroes? Oh, they are. So they were getting that defense support. They were getting like 80% defense support, and they still took like over 300k. The heck? Why did the gods handle that so much better? Because I mean, they were only getting 40%. That's strange to me. Oh well. Let's go ahead and do this. Hopefully Gotenks... I'm not sure if he's going to be able to handle the normals, but there's no other option here, really. Let's see. Well, yeah, we learned our lesson. That's about what I thought was going to happen there, but maybe I should have just tried to trust the SCR Mr. Satan there. Let's try that again. Bring another Tech Vegito. Alright. This time we're gonna put on the animation skip. We don't have to see the intros again. Alright. So we have one of the 7th anniversary LRs in slot 7, which might be able to help out once we get to turn, like, the second phase, because it might happen again, just getting to the second phase, turn 3. Let's see what I want to do here. The next rotation doesn't have much in terms of slot 1. I guess that's the problem with this team. Let's yeah, float off AGL Gogeta again. There we go, just barely get 20 key right there, that's good. Get some of those attack stacks. Yeah, that's all good. Alright. They have a bad habit of super attacking like immediately. I wonder if there's something in the information about that. Yeah, they handle that pretty well. I mean, they're getting 80% defense support. I really don't know why the Physical SS4s handle that so much worse. I mean, they're guarding, so it's not like it's type disadvantage that's to blame. Having like around 200k of a difference. Oh well. It's all good. We're gonna get through it again. But hey, we learned our lesson. Lord Gotenks can't go slot 1 in this event. Which, yeah, that's understandable. In some of the weaker fights, you can definitely get away with it. Because then if he gets super attacked, then you at least have like a 50% chance of him just tanking it. And then if it's a Ki Blast Super, it's just guaranteed that he'll be fine. Okay, yep. They're at 9 million here. That's good. I guess maybe I could try to just keep a Tech Vegito to each separate rotation. I mean, if I ever need to float them, I could, but maybe just try to avoid it, huh? Okay. The one thing is, though, with having 2 Tech Vegitos and an AGO Gogeta on the team is that, like, we're going to be having a couple characters that want to fight for slot 1 towards the end. So, let's just see how that turns out. We can try to, like, balance that well enough. Okay, cool. Yeah, AGO Vegeta here might do quite a bit, but definitely not going to be finishing off the phase here or anything like that. Right? Yeah, a little bit less under 50% HP. They're on like, with like 42% HP right here or something. Okay. So, next rotation, yeah, not a whole lot in terms of slot 1, but maybe we could get away with Gotenks. I don't want to trust Goku in slot 1. It's just one attack there. Heck, we could probably trust Mr. Satan of anybody. Because, I mean, if he takes that first hit, he has 90% damage reduction for it, and he just has to dodge like 2 hits. I think I could actually trust him there in slot 1. Just like, I mean, it's probably not always the best option, but, I mean, if you ever need to, then there you go. You'll go for this. And Gotenks, he doesn't need to, like, build up or anything like that, so we can just, surprisingly not get max ki, but that's fine. I don't think we're really gonna need it. Alright, so yep, takes that hit, 90% damage reduction. Just for that first hit, though. 1.9 million. Yeah, he hits really, really low. That's okay. I mean, it's Mr. Satan, what do you expect? He crit twice? I don't think he has any crit in his passive. Nice. Nice super attack dodge. It hits 23 million. It's all good. He'll probably just be wrapping up the phase here. And that's all good. So now we're moving into here. Turn 3. We got the Fizzle SS4s. We can probably just safely put in slot 1. Even if they would take a super, they'd probably live, I like to think. Having guard and 77% damage reduction. So not really an easy way to tell where the super attack's going to be at, but I like to hope it'd be in the front. Let's... I almost kind of feel like maybe now... I was saying earlier, keep Tech Vegito to each rotation, but with how many hits are right there, a super could be there. So I feel like this probably would be safest to do. And then maybe floating Tech Vegito the other rotation as well, just to not have them on the same one. Let's turn animation skip off, just so we can see the reversible exchange animations next turn. He might be maybe a little annoying here. Yeah, I'd imagine the keywords might fall in a weird way that's not too good. Let's see. Oh, actually, not too bad. Yeah, we got pretty lucky here. Let's just go for all this. There we go. Kind of surprised by that. Alright, yeah, they should be able to handle the slot 1. At least for this first turn. Oh, full dodge. Yep, there's that. I think I have them at 21% dodge. Level 21 in hit potential. There you go. What, saved us maybe around like 200, 300k or something like that? I don't know, it's just a random guess. I have no clue what the Beerus is hitting right here. But yeah, we are buffing his attack, so that's something to look out for. But yeah, the gods only have to deal with like one hit right there. While as for a Tech Goku, this is his third turn, he still has 90% damage reduction in slot 2 or 3. So that's going to be all good. Alright, yep, a million super attacks, that's him potential normal. Okay. And we got 20 key with the gods, so they're also going to go crazy doing a whole bunch of stacks as well. If we ever get back here turn 5, which we might, we probably will be, just barely with much HP. Yeah, most likely. I really doubt that we're going to be finishing off next turn, so I'll probably bring out the fusions, or not really the fusions, but the transformations with the 7th anniversary LRs. They're going to be wrapping up the fight very easily there. Alright, cool. Buffing his attack even more. Ow. They took even a little bit from that normal there. Yeah, it was definitely a smart idea for me to put Tech Goku here against these hits. There's no way that like we would die through 90% damage reduction. There's no way. Okay, cool. Yeah, this I really like the Tech Vegito card so much. Especially like the first like couple turns with this Goku, and then once you get past like the bit of time. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, so as for this is Tech Goku, yeah, this is third turn still. We'll go ahead and swap out for Angel Goku right there. I mean, I kind of think maybe we should do the Veku active skill, because we're most likely going to be finishing off next turn, so might as well do it, huh? Do all of these. So let's do the Tech Angel Vegeta first, the Batara break, which I've gotten in a previous video.
俺たち向きじゃねえ。よく言ったなカカロット。それこそがサイヤ人だ。答えだ。なんて玉だ。 貴様を地獄に送ってやるぜ。
Alright, so we are completely safe this turn. That was basically a Ghost Usher. We can just go full offense, I'd like to think, right here. Mr. Satan's going to be there to provide some supports. We're going to have the other Tech Vegito coming on this rotation, so I feel fine floating him off here. That Veku active skill is so funny. So goofy. Alright, so yeah, Mr. Satan not doing a whole lot, but it's fine. Providing some good support. I think he gives like 2 ki and 50% stats to what is it, Earth Protecting Heroes. So that's all good. Guy hits 24 million. It's pretty good. 17. Okay. He's effective against all types too, even though he already, or no, he's not type. I'll think about the other phase. No, he would be type neutral, but yeah, he's effective against all types in his passive. This Angel Vegeta. 33 million. Oh yeah. If we don't finish off this turn, then most definitely next turn. Yeah, I think Beerus might just barely live, maybe. We'll see. Unless we get lucky with a hint potential additional super. Hint potential? Nope. Alright, this actually would have been a really good rotation to go into the next battle with, but it's alright. You know what? How about I just give LR Gotenks the what is it? The act skill finish. Maybe I should try to keep the 7th anniversary LR separated, just to have one on each rotation. Just at least handle slot 1 each time. Yeah, I might go ahead and do that. So let's let Gotenks get the finish right here. Why not? Alright, cool. Now on to the next battle, which is versus all this like Golden Frieza stuff. Alright, so yeah, slot 1's gonna be a pain here. Let's see, I was thinking maybe I should try to just put a Mr. Satan there and see what happens. I mean, there's nothing else really to do there. Yeah, let's go ahead and just run it like this. That could be good. Do that. Try to give Goku 20 ki. Yep, there you go. Yeah, we could do this. Save all those int ki spheres and stuff. Alright, he takes the hits already. Ow. Okay, awesome. I'll be back. Alright, back here again. Let's hope that things go a little bit better this time around. So I don't really remember what this Frieza super attack is. I think it might be a Ki Blast. I think it's like a Death Ray or something like that. Like a Death Beam. Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Satan just got us killed immediately last time around. So yeah, it's lowering your attack, lowering your defense with each attack received. plus 20% attack when there's a movie heroes category character present. So yeah, that we have it on the team, so it seems like that's still applying. Yeah, because he has the attack up icon right there. So we'll try to see how Gotenks can handle slot 1. I know in the past it hasn't been like the greatest, but let's go and do this. Heal up a little bit right there, and let's just go for the stun there with Mr. Satan. Hopefully you can get it. Alright, how's Gotenks handle this? Yeah, this is a Ki Blast, so yep, he's gonna do that just fine. He's gonna counter, but it's against these normals I might be a little worried about. Ow. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Oh, no. I miscounted. Okay. So, we just barely lived. If we would have taken like one more normal, I think we would have died. Yeah, definitely. Alright, but we should be fine for the rest of this rotation, at least. So that's good. Thankfully the super attack was right away, where Gotenks could get the temporary 44% damage reduction. He had 99% damage reduction against that super attack. So, yeah, there was no way he was taking too much from that. Okay, that's all good. Keep him on for another rotation, get another thing of 90% damage reduction, slot 2 or 3 for him. Because yeah, if we float him, then we won't be able to get that extra turn of that. Alright, so Mr. Satan, he's just got 2 hits to deal with. Shouldn't really be all too bad, right? As long as he dodges one of them, we should all be good. Oh, or we just stun. That's also good. Alright, we'll go ahead and yeah, we'll do this. Next up we could just float off Gotenks. I think that might be the best idea. Get some stacks with the gods there. Let's do this. Yeah, that's all good. Alright. Most likely gonna be finishing off this turn. Frieza doesn't have much more HP remaining. But yeah, Gotenks had hit like a 3 million attack stat on that counter, and considering the fact that he, it's a 4 times multiplier, like the ferocious power thing. So, 3 times 4, like 3 million times 4, that's what, like, it's one of those very simple, like, multiplication table type of things. I think that's 21, right? Am I crazy? Hold on. No, it's 12. It was the inverse. So that was basically a 12 million attack stat from Gotenks there. That wasn't all too bad. I thought it was 21. Gosh, I can be so bad with math sometimes. It's not even funny. Alright, there we go. Get the finish. Now we're moving on to Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza. But this is going to be turn 3. So, I don't recall Golden Frieza having a Ki Blast super here. So, yeah, I don't think... Okay, so the LR Golden Frieza, both his 12 Ki and 18 Ki, I don't think either one of them are Ki Blast supers for Gotenks to handle, but this is the Physical Essence for his first turn. In terms of his attack, okay, yeah, he gets much more attack when HP is 30% or less. What we can probably do is let's just pop the Gotenks active skill here. Maybe we could get away with slot 1 with Gotenks, but I want to try to keep the 7th anniversary LRs just separated. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's good. We'll save the tech orbs for Gotenks as much as we can, really, because he is going to be having like nearly 1 million defense. He has 900k, so that'll help us heal up a little bit. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, they're handling normals fine. Okay. Alright, all good. So, wherever Frieza's gonna super, not gonna be a problem whatsoever. Because everyone else should be fine. Gotenks is type advantage, so he is basically guarding here. with a 55% damage reduction. And plus, if he takes a super, he'd have the 50% chance of all that crazy amount of defense. So, yeah, I think it's gonna work out just fine this rotation. 8.9 from them. Yeah, I definitely want to. I know I was saying earlier, but like, I think it's very important to keep them on separate rotations in case you really need like a slot 1 roll. I mean, they kind of have to take it at the start of these fights. Turn 3 can just be a real problem, though. But I mean, Mr. Satan, we can kind of get away with it if we get lucky, but we have that one turn where things didn't really go our way. Okay. So how much health we got? Freeze it down? A decent bit. Not too bad. We'll probably be getting him underneath 50% HP. Then we can, yeah, transform with the gods and get their active skill in. Yeah, Gotenks gonna do a lot here. 20 million, guaranteed additional super, guaranteed crit. Oh yeah. He's a great character. He's gonna age a lot better than because he's basically like the Christmas LR of 2024. The Christmas LR of 2023 was like the LR Insane trio, and they were a pretty fun character. But the problem with them was that like they didn't last too much longer. The 9th anniversary kind of kicked them out just a little bit. But yeah, we'll go ahead and transform with the gods here. Alright, so we got that out, and then they could also do their active skill attack. What I'll probably want to do here is, this is turn 4, let's just get that out of the way. Do their active, yep, that's good. I'd say stay in Vegeta, because he is giving attack support there. So that'll buff their active skill when we do it here, so let's go ahead and do it. Wow, yeah. Even with not too many stacks, they still hit so hard on their active skill. Alright, so last battle, number 3 against Broly. Let's go ahead and do that again. Alright. Not going too bad so far, but let's see what type of troubles Broly can give us. We're going to want to do this. Be sure to get 20 key with them. Effective against all types. Alright. And then... yeah, that's enough right there. That's good. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. No super attack right away? Okay, that's good. 10 million. And since we got 20 key, they're effective against all types. Which, if we wouldn't have gotten, then they would have been doing nothing here. Oh, nice crit. Okay. So this is the fight that has 3 phases. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out here. Might be a little bit long. I'm a little worried about LR Gotenks against the second phase, because the second phase he's gonna be type disadvantage. We're gonna have to look out for that. We should be able to do his active skill against that phase. I think I might definitely want to, rather than like save his active skill for the final phase, I think it might be smartest we save it or use it during the second phase, because I think isn't he able to do it starting from like his 3rd turn or something? We'll have to take a read through and see what I think the active skill condition is. Alright. Do some decent damage here, that's good. Imagine Broly probably just barely live here. I think it probably would be preferable that we don't kill him. Or at least go in for like one more turn. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that like AGL Vegeta here is going to be doing enough to finish him off. Really don't think so. Maybe, actually? If he goes absolutely insane, he gets like the hidden potential additional, then... Because I think he'll just like barely live this maybe. Or not. Well, at least we get the LR Gods, like their 77% damage reduction here. Although Gotenks, that's going to be a concern for sure. What's his accidental condition? Receives an attack 3 more times in battle. When is a final trump card ally attacking the same turn, starting the 4th turn from start of battle. I mean, as long as he supers first, I'm hoping he should be able to handle these normals. Yeah. Well, this. See the 6% attack with each turn pass. That is not with a whole lot of that up yet. So, let's just hope for the best for Gotenks there. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's be sure to get max key with Gotenks. That's going to be important for him to get an additional super attack. Because, yeah, he greatly raises attack and defense on both his super attack effects. So, that's going to be important for him to get. We'll do this. So the gods can handle slot run right there. Super attack right away. We're at kind of low HP, so if, I mean, yeah. Alright, be right back. Hey, so I've been at this for a little over an hour or something, but I wanted to come back against this base form Broly, just because I point out, like, with how many attempts I've been doing, I've been trying to form a certain strategy with this, to where instead of going all out like full key right at the start, I'm actually playing it a little bit safe, like playing a little defense, like not defensively, but I'm just holding back basically. So instead of like going max key and all that type of stuff, let me try to see if I can get, yeah, there we go, we get 17, yeah, 17 key right there. At least get the additional super. Not gonna be effective against all types. We'll go. Yeah, just that will be fine right there. And we'll get these 3 orbs right here. And we'll see. Hopefully he'll stun the Broly just to give us, you know, ease up the pressure just at least a little bit. Just in case. Alright, but I think things are going to be going a little bit better this time. Because the main problem is just turn 3 for this team. Because the 7th anniversary LRs are not going to be really good slot ones. They get hit by a super, they just instantly die. I had an attempt earlier going through all this. I don't have it on video, but the AGL Angel Vegeta, even like within his like 3rd turn, he took a super and like took over like 900k. And then like at some point he was actually taking damage from normals still within his 3rd turn, so it's like, yeah, this Tech Goku is just so much better. 90% damage reduction is just definitely beating out Guard in like what, basically like 400% defense, all collectively in the passive skill. That doesn't really measure up too much, but yeah, we're just holding back a little bit just to let our characters you know, safely do some stuff. Stun? Alright, good. That's good, that's good. Getting the stun there is going to help us out. Alright, how are they doing in terms of HP? Yeah, we want to go just maybe a little bit slower, so we'll put Tech Goku in the front right there. Okay, yeah, we can do this. That'll miss out on an additional super proc. And I'm going to try to go 17 key. Yep, that's good. And then with Gotenks, we want to get 18 key with him. Or, you know, just less than 24 key. Because he gets the guaranteed crit at 24. But he gets the guaranteed additional super at 18 key. Let's see, that is the case. Yep, launch additional super attack. So we can do this right here. We'll hold back on the Dokkan attack. I do not want to really do a whole lot there. We're still probably going to be healing a lot from it at the end of the turn anyway, even without pressing all these buttons here. That was really slow right there, but that's fine. Alright, so yeah, not putting him in slot 2 and getting as little key as we could there, that's going to make it to where, yeah, he's just not doing much in terms of like additional attacks. So, in terms of like his attack stacking, not all too much, but like I feel like it's most important to try to actually play a bit slow here, because once we get out like the 7th anniversary LRs, like their transformations, they're going to be helping out quite a lot. So that's what I'm trying to aim for. But considering that this fight is 3 battles, we'll just have to see how fast we can get out the 2nd and 3rd phases before, like, I don't know, stuff can catch up to us. Alright, so that crit, I mean, I guess that's fine, just as long as they don't keep doing it. Because I failed to get 20 key on purpose, so they were, yeah, doing a type disadvantage damage right there. And then Gotenks isn't going to be having his crit chance, so, yep. He still does a lot of damage even without it. So, alright. So we're still going to be going for one more turn here. The gods, oh boy. Slot 1, this might be a bit of a problem. I'm a little worried about this, quite honestly. I don't know about trusting Tech Goku in slot 1. I mean, 50% damage reduction, I'd rather just trust like almost a million defense with guard. So this is where we'll just get this. Hopefully the super attack's not going to be in slot 1, because if so, we're probably just going to instantly die. Please don't let that happen. I do have them built full dodge, so of course. Okay, we live. I thought that just would have been death, but this is the first phase, so alright. We lived. That's what matters. I thought it was guaranteed I was gonna lose there. Alright, so we're moving on to this phase on turn 4 here now. So we can go ahead and get a lot of this type of stuff out here. So let's bring out SS4 Gogeta. Gotten 4 stacks. I think that should be fine enough to last throughout the fight. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten their like fusion active skill in here yet. So let's play this animation.
フュージョンするぞカカロット。フュージョンしてっておめえの口から聞けるなんて最高だぜベジータ。フュージョン。俺は孫悟空でもベジータでもない。俺は貴様を倒す者だ。
Yeah, we're going to be holding on to that active skill until the last phase. I don't think there's a need to do it right now. So for this Tech Vegeta, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I mean, the Tech Goku, this is still his 3rd turn, but I would like to get some defense stacks. I'm hoping Vegeta should be able to handle normals just fine here. 300k guard, 70% damage reduction. You better be okay. And then of course Gogeta, even if he failed the 70% chance for the super attack counter, he does have a lot of damage reduction right now. So he should be all good there. We can't stun this phase, so Mr. Sane's gonna have to perform for us. We're at kind of low HP. Alright, let's see. And of course we're taking damage from normals, but I think we'll be able to just make it through. Alright, nice dodge. Gosh. These phases hit hard, but yeah, we're desperately going to need these defense stacks, that's for sure. Considering that, I'm willing to bet that the 3rd phase is going to be doing even more damage on normals. But we'll see. That should have been a super, but whatever. But there's a guaranteed additional super and potential, please, just to make up for it? Nope. Alright, whatever. So, wait, hold on. I wasn't actually paying attention to where, like, the super attack was. Was it the first attack, or... Yeah, it was the first attack, so we actually action broke it. Okay. That's alright, I guess. I mean, would have been nice to get the counter to do a whole lot of damage, but we'll be fine without that. Alright, so we just need Mr. Satan to come through for us here. He's not going to be able to stun, so gonna need as many dodges as we can get. Alright, so he gets hit there. Please dodge everything else. Please. Oh my god, man. I'll be back again. Hey, I'm back after like 5 years or something, but kind of a bad moment here, because I got here turn 3. Unfortunately, Gotenks kind of screwed me over. His Imponential Additional finished off. Oh boy. So, I mean, yeah, Goku's gonna be fine. Vegeta, I mean, I don't even know. Vegeta might just die, but we'll hope for the best here. Let's go for these physical orbs. And I mean, at this point, there's no need to take anything slow. Let's just try to get through things offensively. It'll be all fine. All good can really do is just hope that the super is going to be towards like the middle. All right, so at least they take that normal decently. Okay. I feel like the SS4s probably would die if they have a super targeted towards them. But of course, Goku, even being at type disadvantage, would definitely live, no problem. It's just, come on, please super in the middle. If anything, I mean, I don't trust Vegeta to be able to handle anything at this point in these Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes fights. Alright, come on, please. Okay. So, yeah, Goku's gonna be doing damage, effective against all types. It'll be all good. Oh boy. I just really wanted to get here turn 4, but I think things might work out if Broly plays with this right here. Just plays ball. Okay, we're getting him low on HP. He's about like 60% 60% HP, now 50, pretty much. Alright, come on, super. Somewhere. Thank you. Alright. Definitely not worried whatsoever. This is his last turn of 90% damage reduction, so, yep, double digits. Pretty good. Alright, so now AGL Vegeta's really all he's got to do now is just handle these normal attacks. I'd hope he'd be able to do something here. He's getting some defense support from the Tech Goku, so hopefully that'll, you know, help him out here. I'm not sure how much I should be too worried about this. I don't know. We'll have to see. So, Broly's about like 30% HP now. Okay. Alright, how you doing? Okay, double digits, all good. As long as like Broly doesn't like double super or anything. I think we should be good for the rest of this turn. Okay, now we're on to turn 4. We got a Dokkan attack coming up this turn. We don't have a Scouter. This is Goku's 3rd turn of this, so I think what I should do is bring out the gods. I already had their animation in the video, in real life probably like 2 or 3 hours ago. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this. Trust them slot 1, they have 77% damage reduction the first time you transform with them. We'll go ahead and do this, and then if for whatever reason Broly would actually live, then we'd have Tech Goku there finish things off. And we'll float off Mr. Satan. He's been getting us killed a lot throughout this video, unfortunately. Even I think in some of like the attempts I had not recorded, he was just failing to dodge sometimes. Alright, so as for this, I mean, sure, we can go for it, whatever. We're already at like full HP anyway, so it's not like we need anything to heal back up. So this is the furthest we made it into the fight. We're going to be going against the final phase here. I think it should be okay, because we're going to be going into here turn 5, and we'll be able to have Tech Vegito out. We'll see how we want to play it. So yeah, final form, or, you know, whatever, final phase, whatever you want to say. So this is the one with the territory skill. That's something we're going to have to look out for. So the territory skill is greatly increasing its attack. Wait, territory skill in, oh yeah, create a domain, yeah. It's kind of funny that I wonder if that's just always going to be like that, or unless they'll have other conditions to end a territory skill. There's something to look out for. Maybe they could do that. So he gets 6% attack with each attack received. Okay. Yeah, this is Goku's 5th turn, so we definitely probably gonna go into Vegeta. Or let's just do this, see where the super attack is gonna be at. It's gonna be at the start. Okay. I think what I want to do here is actually transform into Vegito, but not do his active skill. I think that might be what I do. Because, I mean, we haven't gotten any defense sacks with Vegeta. Or maybe we should try to get some defense sacks with Vegeta? Just to be safe? I mean, he's gonna have 70% damage reduction. He's guarding because he's type advantage. This is gonna be very obviously easy tanking from SS4 Gogeta here. I mean, yeah, he also does have 77% damage reduction for 1 turn. Plus we got 2 Rainbow Key Spheres, so that bumps up to 87 and then 97, so yeah. He's pretty good. We'll go ahead and do Gotenks' active skill right here. I think I'd already gotten this earlier in the video, early on, so we'll do this right here. I mean, we can do Vegito, right? Even without any defense stacks. We got a Vegito next turn. Yeah, whatever. We'll play it safe. Why not? So let's do the Batara break. Might seem a little silly, but I'm just not too worried about like Broly's HP because it's probably pretty low anyway. Let's go for this, and let's be sure to get Gotenks 24 key. All right, that'll be good. The next turn we'll definitely be able to wrap things up very easily. All right, do the counter. We failed the counter, but it's all right. It's got 97% damage reduction, so it's gonna be all good. Yep. Oh, it's an AoE. Well, probably was a good thing we did Vegeta, huh? I wasn't even considering that super attack would have been AoE, but hey, Gotenks countered it, so that worked out. If that actually, if we would have been transformed into Vegito there, we probably maybe would have died, because Vegito has slightly less damage reduction than Vegeta. Vegito has 60% damage reduction, as opposed to Vegeta having 70%. Okay. Yep, handling that stuff fine. Stack up a little bit of defense here. I was totally not expecting the AoE super there, but Gotenks definitely helped out. Thank goodness it's a Ki Blast super. There's not a whole lot of super attacks in this game that are AoEs that isn't like a Ki Blast super. I think it'll either be like a Ki Blast super or an other type super. But it's fine. Gotenks should be all good here. I mean, he's type advantage, got 55% damage reduction against these normals. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Now we have this turn. This is just... yeah, we got things in the bag, finally. Gosh, I've been at this for like a long time. I'm ready to go to sleep. Let's get these animations in of just Vegito and Gogeta fusing. One second. Okay, I disabled my focus for a second. Anyway, let's get back to it.
ジータでもない。俺は貴様を倒すものだ。これが最強のフュージョンだ。地獄へ送り返してやる。小柄の威力を見せてやるか。遠慮はしねえぞ。一丁いくぜ。
Oh, it's over. That was tough. Mr. Satan made it kind of difficult. I almost kind of wonder if there would have been another Fuse Fighters character to bring that would have been better than him, but tried looking through and there wasn't a whole lot of other good options on the team, which sounds weird, but I mean, I didn't really want to trust anyone else, so there we go. We'll take a look at the team in just a second, like the Fuse Fighters category, to see what other options there could have been, but here we go. We got clearing it once and then clearing with 6 Fuse Fighters, so that's 10 stones for us. Let's go over and take a look at the stats. Alright, so this is Movie Edition Part 4. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So, let's pull out the calculator. Yep. This is the super attack of the first phase, Beerus and Whis. Attack plus 50% for 3 turns. We'll do that 50% plus 30% from the super attack effect. 3.8. And then as for like the attack plus 100 when HP is 40% or less, we'll also add that in and see. We'll add everything in because I mean it is possible you could do that within the first 3 turns for sure. Wait, since they're both in the passive, it would I think apply at the same time, right? I think. Whatever. We'll do that plus 30%. I guess it's 6.3. Yeah. Now as for the second phase here. 3.6 great lowers your defense by 50%. Not only is it 3.6, but it's got a bunch of other attacks here, or attack stats right going in. Excuse me. So we'll do. Yeah, I had a Roma Gods character present on my team, so let's do 50%. So that is right away he's doing 5.4, and let's just see, just in case you... How many attacks total do you need to do? 8. So that's very easy to do because your characters can do a lot of attacks. So we'll do... What is 50 plus 64? 114. Okay, so 0.6 plus 114%. 7.7. And greatly lowers your defense. That's quite a lot. But again, like the HP is always so low. They have 0 cooldown. Okay. Alright, now as for Frieza here, yeah, by the way, like their normal attacks are always around like 1,000,000 range, typically. So he is hitting 2.8 plus 20%. 2.8 plus 20%, plus the extra 30% right there from the super attack effects. So 4.3 while lowering your attack and lowering your defense with each attack received. so that might hurt. Golden Frieza. Attack plus 50% when HP is 30% or less. Thing is, like, it kind of like almost evens out a little bit with each attack received. So, just for the sake of that, we'll, I guess, do 30%. So 5.4. No, 4.5. I mean, plus 30%. 5.8. Okay. Not a whole lot going on there. Also 0 cooldown. Okay. Now as for Broly here, the base form, you have to do that. Plus, yeah, 26. I think that's it, huh? Surprised he doesn't give himself like a super attack effect. 2.4. Yeah, that first phase isn't all too bad. Plus you could also stun him, so that helps. Yeah, not a whole lot going on in that phase. So as for the second phase here, this one could be maybe a little tough. We'll do... By the way, the 100k defense plus 200%. I mean, that should be what here? Just out of curiosity, 300k. I mean, whatever. Who cares? Just crit. The extra defense. I mean, that is a big number, but it doesn't really matter too much. So 6 plus 26. That'll get us 32. So plus 32% plus 50%. We're doing 66 right away the very first turn. So how long did it take them to build up? Basically like 5 turns for that full build up. I mean, you might only want to be in there for like 2 or 3 turns. But just for the sake of it, we'll add everything in. So 52. That plus 52% plus 50%. That gets us up to 7.6. Okay, and then this phase right here, I could see why this one would be a bit problematic. We didn't actually get the super attack, the gigantic catastrophe. I wonder if it's just random which one it is, or if it's like every other turn it changes. Not too sure there. But yeah, they don't mention anything about his territory skill, but considering the fact it said greatly increases his attack, I'd assume that's 50%. So, what I'll do, because this is the one we actually dealt with, this AoE. That's pretty high for an AoE super. So 4.2 plus 50%, assuming that's what that is, plus we'll add in the 26%. 7.9. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that Vegeta. I don't think. Huh. Yeah, because he didn't even get any attacks in yet, so what we dealt with there must have just been 6.3. Is that real? Let's see. What's that minus 70%? 20? I don't know. Maybe it isn't 50% increase from the territory. There's no way to tell. They don't really make it too clear. But yeah, it could be tough. I didn't get to see this, but just for the heck of it, we can calculate that as well. So do this plus, I don't know if it's a 50%, but we'll just pretend that it is. Why not? Plus 26 plus 50, 12 million. Yeah, I mean, some of these fights have been hitting around that level anyway, so I don't know. Kind of annoying. I don't like this event very much, but we don't have too much of it left. We have one more stage left, stage 10. We're going to be going, it's a mission for 6 full powers, so hopefully that won't be too bad. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit frustrating. I've been at it for like 3 hours or something, but finally got it done. Y'all have an amazing, lovely day. Actually, before I sign off, I do want to mention, next video I might not do that because I think we have some upcoming content I want to get to. because it's about to be the 7th, so we'll have these extra missions. I'd like to be able to do that. And what else we got incoming? Ultimate Clash. Intensifying Fights is a long way off for some reason. So, yeah, that's pretty much all we have on the horizon for tomorrow. It's just the extra missions and Ultimate Clash. So, I'll probably get to one of those for the next video. Anyway, y'all have an amazing, lovely day, and be sure to check out the barber shop.